Now that Holmes Lake has gone down a little bit, we can see the shorebirds like killdeer, Charadrius vociferus, pecking along, poking along in the mud flats, looking for stuff to eat. Well, it's entirely possible that a lot of that stuff to eat, or at least some of it, ends up having larval worms of some kind, larval flukes, maybe, larval thorny-headed worms, larval tapeworms. This video is shot in slow motion with a Nikon P900, my go-to video camera. You can see the dragonfly in the back is sort of obviously in slow motion. Okay, let's look for something that might have a worm. There you go. Good one. These birds nest throughout much of north central North America, certainly even in Nebraska, and migrate south down into southern United States, Mexico, and even into northern South America. So where they go, of course, they carry their parasites, some of them on their bodies, some of them inside shedding eggs wherever they go. So what are some of those parasites? What kind could this bird have? Well, here are some that have been collected from killdeers. Colpocephalum is a louse that lives on the skin and feathers. Digiriella is also a louse on its skin and sometimes on its feathers. Eats dead skin, dried blood, any of that kind of stuff. The feather mites are really fascinating because they live, well, this one's pregnant. Look at it, the big egg. But they live between the feather barbs. So what you're seeing, that big dark diagonal area across the top, is the main feather shaft. And the smaller diagonal streaks across the bottom are the feather barbs, and the little fine cross-hatching are the feather barblets. So that kind of hold the feather vein in place. Okay, here you go, focusing up and down. Next is a really interesting one. This is a member of the genus Cyclocelium, and it lives in the lungs, actually in the air sacs. Birds have air sacs that go behind, they're behind their lungs, and the air goes in their lungs, into the sacs, and back out through their lungs. And these flukes, oh, look at all those little red larvae in the fluke eggs. Those eggs move up the respiratory tract, get swallowed, pass down, infect snails or other mollusks. There are everything you're seeing there, all those little red structures are in the uterus, and the bottom are the testes and ovaries. Parasites have a lot to teach us. Those lice, mites, and worms move through the killdeer population by various means. Same thing that can be said about ideas, rumors, conspiracy theories, and downright lies move through populations. Time to pick up your copy of Life Lessons from a Parasite: What Tapeworms, Flukes, Lice, Roundworms Can Teach Us About Humanity's Most Difficult Problems, at your local bookstore or order it from Amazon.